Welcome to everybody coming back to school here. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the building if you've never been here. These are the front doors. This is where we all come in at. For meet the teacher, for class, for anything. Things are going to be a little bit different this year due to COVID, but you're going to notice some of these things. Like there's Becky. There's a table in case you need to do all of your stuff. Right here. So when you enter, you'll enter through those doors. And fifth graders, when you get here, you're going to go straight to the school, straight to our classroom. There's Miss Pyle. She's learning right now. School tour.
Oh, that's super fun.
Yeah, bathrooms are still in the same place for fifth graders that were here last year. Learning stairs are still here. Pretty much everything's identical except for some of the procedures, and that's what we're going to talk about. So right when you get here, you're going to come straight to our class at 8:10. Lights are going to come on. We're going to have breakfast. We're going to have everything in here, but as you can see, lights don't come on. Our class is a certain way. There we go. Our class is lined up in a certain way that, you know, we don't have as much flexibility as we used to, but that's okay. We're going to get through this. Now, we got a little bit of a mess I'm trying to pick up, but as you can see, our class is split into two parts. We're going to have Monday, Tuesday group on one side, Thursday, Friday group on the other. Your lockers are going to be put up. We've got school supplies set up for you. I'll have backpacks in here hanging up with things you need. Your book boxes will be at your seat. Binders will be ready for you. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Our class schedule is going to be, well, pretty simple. You're going to have all your core subjects and some inquiry time, as well as recess, lunch, and specials. Specials are going to be a little bit different this year, primarily because, well, you can't go all the places, so you're going to have things spun around. There's Mr. Cookta. So as we get past through the green pod, blue pod's still the same. There'll be a lot of virtual learning going on in there. You may notice that our water fountains are all bandaged up. We won't be able to drink water out of these. We will get water bottles that we can use these guys for. That should be a lot of fun. There's some amigos. Hey, doing our tour. Art's going to look a little bit different this year, guys, but that's okay. We're going to get through this together. So when you see these things, this is same art room, same learning, just a little bit different. So as we keep going, this is where we'll have, well, this is where Mr. Gimmel's room is, but he's going to most likely be coming to us. He's got a lot of cool things for us here. He's got some new ukuleles. Ukuleles? Now, this hallway should look pretty familiar to most of you. It's on our way to our lunchroom. Now, even though there's only going to be 9 of us, we still got to be extra chill because we've got reading groups going on in here. Got to be extra chill. Lunch is going to look a little bit different. Noticing a theme here, a little bit different. It's all the way here at the other end. But the cool part is, hey, school tour. We're going to have the same tables and chairs out here, but instead of sitting with 8 people at them, you're only going to sit with 4. Primarily just for social distancing, but that's what it takes. Also, we're not going to have a share table this year, so you can't just throw your extra milks on things, and the lunch line is going to be a little bit slower at first because we can probably only send a table at a time due to restrictions, but, you know, that's okay. I'd rather have you guys eat lunch and go a little bit late than get sick because somebody sneezed next to you, so just be chill. We'll get through this. So I'm going to pause this and walk back, talk about a couple of other things. One of the most important things always is recess. Just so you know, the recess playground is still in the exact same spot. We didn't move it. The good news is, though, since your class is split from Mrs. Bowman, yes, Miss Bowman's teaching 5th grade this year, she's will be teaching 5th grade in a different room, so we will not be co-teaching. So that means when we have recess, we will get all of this primarily to ourselves. Now, in case there is some overlap, it's just like last year we have King of the Mulch, in air quotes, King of the Mulch. Whoever's specified recess time it is, they get to have first dibs on all the equipment, and the rest of us play in the grass, which I don't know if you noticed this, but there's way more grass than there is space for equipment. So I think we're coming out on the cutting edge on this. Now, just so you know, our recess is right after lunch. Not the best, but definitely not the worst, right? So when you're thinking about it, we've got a pretty good schedule. Oh, and just for those of you who don't know, this is the Eiffel Tower. A lot of people talk about this thing, so we're gonna get a view from the top of this. Hold on a second, I'm gonna climb up. All right, so it's kind of windy up here, but for those of you who've never been up here or forgot what it looked like 6 months ago, this is what your school looks like. This is what you come back to. One of the most amazing places to learn in all of the county, maybe even the state. I'm fortunate to be here with you guys. I'm fortunate to be your teacher. Who knows what this world's gonna turn into, but I know that this year's gonna be great. So when we get back inside, we'll talk more about our procedures and whatnot, and I'll catch you in a second. So after recess, we'll just line right back up. Typically, we'll line up at the door. Maybe we'll line up right here at the corner where these lines meet, but we'll get together before we go inside so we can collect ourselves and not be loud. Now you may be asking, Mr. Gannett, how do I get water and bathrooms and stuff like that? Well, that's a procedure that we'll talk about when we get closer to school. All right, so we made it back to our classroom. This is where we're at, this is what we're doing. The year is gonna go by fast and slow at times. The year is gonna go by better and worse. But ultimately, we're gonna be a family here. So we might as well get used to it. Can't wait to see you guys.